Good morning. Exciting times we live in. And the ninth wave, the most visible thing that happened at the beginning of the ninth wave is the capitulation of Mubarak, dictator, president of Egypt, the cradle of Western civilization. This is but the beginning of a grand and very rapid series of changes that will occur this year. As the old capitulates and gives birth to the new, and the new is humankind's awakening by finally paying attention to the eternal flame that is in each one of us, that is beyond our religions, beyond our political parties, beyond our national identities, beyond all of the various things we have used to divide ourselves, to feel inferior or superior to something or someone else. We are reclaiming our divinity. And how appropriate and how ironic that the ninth wave should begin in Egypt, the cradle of Western civilization, the place where West and East meet in the Middle East. It's just a beautiful time. Had a friend call last night. I didn't answer the call. It was after midnight here. And yes, he woke me up. But I didn't pick up the phone, even though he was excited to see that the videos that I had sent him from Ian Lundgold some time back, he was rewatching again that Ian Lundgold said that on February the 10th, the whole ninth wave would begin. And yes, I know, February 11th, but if you look at Ian Lundgold's material, or I should say Carl Kalaman's material, the 9th and the 10th, it happens, the time starts between the 9th and the 10th. It's in that framework. But it was actually the 11th that the news came out worldwide that Mubarak had left Cairo and had gone to one of his resort places, and all sorts of other news flowed. That is worldwide news to anyone that pays attention. And I invite you to watch for such things as the capitulation of heads of state and of actual whole governments. I sincerely believe it's going to happen in the United States this year as the Republic takes over from the corporation. And freedom is once again restored in this land, the United States of America, as a handful of individuals are reseating the de jure government and restoring the government that comes from the people, that is passed down to us from our Creator through natural law, the law of common sense, comes to the people. The people will be reestablishing grand juries. The Constitution, the United States Constitution, will become as if it were the Constitution for the entire world, where people's freedoms are acknowledged by those who hold the reins of power, and the corporations that have controlled things for a long time will be brought in line with the principles of truth and freedom for everyone. Justice with mercy will reign as this ninth wave of the evolution of consciousness continues. This will sweep the entire world. This is something that cannot be put back in the box. It will not be as it has always been. This is a huge change. This is significant. This is powerful. This is for you. This is for me. This is for everyone. So I invite you if you're not already seeing. I invite you to see and to share with your friends what you see and how you see. That love is what's sweeping the planet. That peace will be its outcome. Peace isn't going to happen today or tomorrow necessarily, but the seeds of peace are planted when the flame of freedom burns, and it is burning, and it is burning brightly around the world, in the Orient and the Occident, East and the West, the North and the South. The flame of freedom is burning because the human family is awakening and returning to our God-given rights to be free, to be citizens of the kingdom of heaven no matter what nation we live in, no matter what race, no matter what religion. It's interesting because Egypt, being the cradle of civilization, Egypt is the nation that gave birth to Israel and Judaism. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob were just a family, a tribe, a clan. They became a nation when they went into Egypt, where the son of Israel, when Joseph rose to power, second in command and under the Pharaoh in Egypt, and his brothers came there seeking food because there was famine in the land of Palestine. And Israel became a nation in Egypt before they even returned to Palestine. And of course, the Muslims also trace their heritage to Abraham. And Egypt is, I believe, the largest Muslim nation on earth. I could be incorrect there, but I believe it is. And so this is the place where the ninth wave begins. Pay attention, brothers and sisters. Pay attention to these things because they're important. But more importantly, even than the events that are happening in the world, pay attention to the things that are happening in you. How does it feel from where you sit and live and move and have your being and your expression of life? How does it feel? What's going on inside of you? Pay attention to that. Pay attention to that. Your feelings are a gift that helps guide you. That it's in the feelings that you will sense the resonance or the dissonance with certain things and certain people. Pay attention to those things. This is your intuition coming alive. And this ninth wave is a time when intuition comes to the fore. Know that. Know that and embrace it. Embrace everything as a gift because it is a gift. Pay attention internally to your emotions, to your inner self. Pay attention. So from the cradle of civilization in Egypt to the Mayan calendar in the Western world, East meets West, and the ancient cultures start to take on significant meaning. In this ninth wave, as the old capitulates and gives birth to the new, a new humanity is born. And you and I step into our human divinity as sons and daughters of the living God, the Creator, who made all things and who has a plan. And that plan is unfolding and will continue to unfold in rapid succession of events and awakenings within each individual heart and soul. May the spirit of love surround you today, and God bless you Namaste.